Good morning, YouTube. Happy Tuesday to all. Well, it is freezing here in Northern California. I mean, it's in the 30s, and we're expecting to get a bunch of rain here in the next few days. So we need it, but it's still cold. And I'm out here for my walk. I go every day. I try to get my 3 to 5 miles. You know, that's good for the body, especially when you're on the phones all day. And some coffee. But you know, the last few days I've been, agents have reached out to me asking for tips, right, when it comes to telesales. And there's just so many. There's so many to discuss. We've been doing telesales now. This is going to be our 11th year. In fact, when we started on the phones, it wasn't even selling insurance. We started on the way of generating leads, marketing, telemarketing, cold calling, to promote final expense. And my friend Scott Riddle, he handed us $50,000 in 2010 so that way we can go out there and generate these leads and figure it out. And it was then when we learned about all these laws, we learned truly, how to do the marketing over the phone. And it started truly there. And over the years, I've learned a ton from Scott. I learned a ton from others. There's just so much out there. But if I have to give you as the agent that's watching this, my personal number one tip that will increase your sales, within 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, you're going to see an amazing change in the amount of applications you're submitting. And I've learned this from some of the, amazing telesales assassins, and it has to do with fluency in your presentation and having the right tonality. And let me explain why. When you're on the telephone, the client can't see you. They can't see your facial expressions, your mannerism. They can't study, your body language. So what happens, in that sense? Well, what ends up happening is that the client makes an image, a mental image of what they feel you look like or who you are, and they profile you within seconds from the way that you sounded, the way that you spoke. They made a mental image, and it's either going to be a negative one or it's going to be a positive one. Because communication, is made up of 3 components. The first one is tonality, how you sound. The second one is body language. And the third one is the words that we say. So having a presentation already designed, figured out is great. It's important to know exactly what you're saying. But tonality makes up 45% of communication. Body language makes up 45% of communication. And the words we say make up 10%. Once again, words do matter, but tonality and body language are extremely powerful when it comes to communication. So when you're on the phone and there's an absence of body language in most cases, then your body language collapses into your tonality, putting pressure on how you sound over the phone and creating a great experience with the client. If the client is having fun on the phone, you're keeping them engaged, you're not being monotonous, boring, your typical salesperson, well, you're going to do very, very well if you're not that person, because immediately, if the client feels like you're just your typical sales guy calling them up, they're in their mental image, they're thinking that of you, and it's negative. On the other hand, your tonality's on point, your fluency is on point, you sound like a professional, someone that understands the topic of final expense insurance. They're going to say, I want to do business with this person. because they're thinking you're a pro. This is something I've learned, I'm telling you guys, from the best salespeople on the phones in its fluency and tonality. And if you like to, learn more about that, give me a call. I get on the phones every day with my team. I lead from the front, and you can see it firsthand. You can see an agent that starts day one, and then you can see an agent that's at day 30 with us, and you can see a difference in their tonalities and just how impactful it is with your clients. So give me a call. I hope that tip helps you. It's helped us tremendously, and you're going to have some amazing results. Peace.